Okay, ready, go. Ready, go. So one thing you are doing currently really well is keeping the club close to the body. Part of the reason is because still the club is going this way and you start downswing. So then the club comes close to your body. And with that, you are letting it go. So this will give a good cocking. And then so on the way down, early on, the club stays quite close to your body, which is important. So go up this much, and then as you come down here, you see the club is staying close to the body, so which is a positive side. But then when you use this pattern a lot, then you tend to rely on your upper body. And particularly, you don't have that much time here. Go up and then quickly pull it down. So you tend to use the upper body. So the question is, how do we engage the lower body more? Okay. And then let's see if you still remember the dance we did before. So this time I will use the rocking board here. So stand on the board. Keep your arms here. And then try to shift the left and right repeatedly. So and then put the arms down. Now, as you do this, when the board hits the ground, the sound should be heavy.
Heavy?
That means you have to, yeah. Yes. Very good. And then in order to do that, what you need to do is, as you shift, essentially you're dropping the body like this. Then the left knee is flexed here, using this, and then push the ground. And then go to the right side and then push the ground, push the ground. And then on the way back, the shift and turn are going together. So from this position here, shift first and then turn. Shift and turn, and shift and turn. Yeah, so basically, always when you shift, it's almost the backward shift here because your shoulder turned, right? Backward shift and then push and then turn, push and turn. As you push the ground with the leg, then you turn.
As I push the ground, the leg then.
And then also have active turn in the backswing. Yeah. In the backswing, you tend to go like this, shift and turn at once. So let's have a dance with me. Okay. So with that, imagine here you have two switches here. So the goal is to swing and then touch the switch this way and then switch. Touch, up and touch, up and touch. Okay? Okay, let's go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Yep. So here, the key is because you have to reach and touch, then you have to support your body with the leg. So push the leg and then reach. The same thing, both ways. Yeah. Now, if you want to reach higher, then what you can do is lower the body a little bit and then push. Yes. Yeah. So what I want to see more in your swing is this action here. Push.
Okay.
Drop and then push. Drop and push. And then pretty much the turn and everything is coming from the legs. Your arms are just reaching out and then touch.
Okay.
Drop body and then push. Drop and push. Drop and push. Drop and push. So when you drop the body, it's not just sitting down like this, but just simply slightly falling this way, and then push, and fall this way, and then push like that. Okay, now let's go about this high here, but similar pattern, similar rhythm, swing back and forth. So both ways, particularly in the backswing, push the ground first and then turn. Yeah, yes. Yeah. Now the body motion is mainly coming from this one here. So always what you have to remember is that you have to activate the legs.
Okay.
But currently, your main strategy is go here and then keeping the club close to your body and then try to swing with the upper body. But as you swing, you also should be able to push the ground with the lead leg, right?
Okay.
So again, swing back and forth. Yeah. Now, so with that, swing the rope back and forth, but remember, always the body goes first and then let it go. Yeah. So what you have to avoid is having the situation where you lose the control of the end of the rope. So you have to time the turn properly so that you have to feel where the end of the rope is, and you should be able to swing back and forth with your control. Okay. If your body turns too quickly here, while the rope is still here, then later you have to use the arms quite a bit, right? So try to time this properly so that you can really drive the end of the rope fast. Yes. Yes. Now, look at this. Look at this. Now you are shifting this way a lot more than your normal swing.
Yeah.
Go here, and then you recenter. With recenter, left knee is slightly bent. With that, you are throwing the rope. So this is what I want to see in your regular swing. Okay. So again, feel the motion of the end of the rope. The goal is driving the end of the rope, right? Yeah, swing back and forth. Whoa. If you look at your body motion, you're shifting this way and then shifting back.
Yeah. That one's just staying dead still.
Yeah. So this is the key. And then this natural shift will give you good rhythm here.
Okay.
So when you just use that natural shift and the rhythm developed by the legs, then you cannot really rush. But without this, you just try to rely on the turning motion here, then the timing the tempo can change. So again, this rhythm versus. So now go here and then recenter and then let it go. And then the left leg is a lot more active now here. So the rope is a good tool. Generally, when you use the rope, then in the backswing, you have to shift reasonably.
Yeah.
So almost like when you are in this position, you have a K shape here. So this is a straight, and then the leg, the body here. So it's a K shape here. swing and here, then the reverse K shape, right? So again, then pay attention to motion of the end of the rope. Swing, 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 swing. Yeah, and then as you repeat the motion, if you keep the gaze, so your face can turn, but still you have using the peripheral vision, you keep the gaze, then you don't lose the balance.
Okay.
But if your head
Keeps turning.
it turns, then you lose balance. This is good. So we're going this way here. So now the main difference here is you engage the left leg more. But in order to engage the left leg more, what should happen is you first shift away and then recenter. And naturally with this, you will have the knee bent from here by pushing the ground and let it go. This is the key. Okay. And then even during the backswing, if you can lower this side and then push, then it'll be even better. So in the backswing, instead of just the shifting, if you can lower the body slightly and then push, then it'll be even better. Yeah. Then the right leg becomes active in the backswing. That means you'll be able to push the ground and then shift easily this way.
Okay.
Right? So awaken your right leg now in the backswing. So I think the distance is close to 300 now. So this is what you can get with the upper body driven swing. So in order to go a bit more, then you have to engage your lower body. Okay, yeah. So okay, now the rope swing is really good. So the rope really awakened your lower body. Now this is heavier, so you will not be able to swing that hard. But again, find the right timing. Always when you deal with the different devices, then you have to find the ideal tempo, right? And then magnitude and speed. So yeah. Yes. So instead of fighting, you wait until this is completed. So there's no reason to fight. When the swing is moving toward you, there's no reason to fight it. Wait until this is completed and then push. The same thing. So the timing of the downswing, you have to wait a bit more, and then pay attention to the motion of the end of the whip. Swing. Your goal is to move the end of the whip really well. Yeah. Now this is heavier, so you quickly get tired. So and then you don't have to swing that hard, but generally when the swing pattern is really good, then you can really let it go, swing hard. So with the club is a lot lighter than this. Yeah. So then you will be able to really let it go. But for the moment, this one, don't overdo it. Okay. So I will record this. Okay, ready, go. Awaken the lower body and follow the tide. Yes. So the backswing is big enough, but because you are controlling the club position really well, so the club is staying close to your body. It's almost like a long driver swing. So you have a big backswing here, and then on the way down, you keep the club close to your body, and then let it go.
Am I getting a water bottle? Sure.
Okay. go. And then use the lower body, legs, swing, swing, swing. Kick the ground with the left leg, kick, kick. Yeah, this motion, this kind of motion will naturally awaken your lower body. So you'll be able to use the lower body a lot more. Yeah, the key is to shift away and then recenter. And then you don't have to shift it a lot this way.
Yeah.
Okay? Just shift away, recenter, and then let it go. Yeah, it all started from the rope swing here. Look at this. Yeah, this way you know use the lower body, engage the lower body more. Okay. Now let's go to your club swing.
Okay.
So eventually, what should happen is when you start using the lower body more, then you can actually reduce the effort from the upper body.
Okay.
If you swing hard with the upper body as well, then there's a possibility that the swing goes wild.
Okay.
But as you engage your lower body more, the upper body can be actually, a bit. It can go a bit easier, right? So again, swinging back and forth continuously. But you think that you are swinging a rope, okay? Yes. So the main difference now is during the backswing, you're really pushing this side here. This is the main difference.
Yeah.
So again, swing back and forth. Yes. And then at the top, have a bit more time. So still maintain the similar magnitude. Push using the right side, and then go here, and a bit more time, and then let it go, so that you can use the left leg.
So kind of hold it for a second. All right.
If you rush too much,
Yeah.
then it's hard to control.
Yeah. Okay.
And then it also becomes more upper body driven. So, yes. Yeah. And then now the downswing, that's coming from the left leg action.
It is.
With this, and yeah, let it go. So instead of just go and then try to use the upper body only.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the key difference.
This is an aerobic sport.
Okay, so let's go and swing continuously. Yeah. And if you can still have a bit more time at the top here.
Okay.
Because the magnitude, it doesn't go anywhere. So it's still, you have that, and on the way down, you can keep the club close to your body, right? But if you rush, then before it settles, your body is already turning this way.
Okay.
That causes instability here.
Yeah.
If you are really strong, then you can control those with the arm muscles. But by having a bit more time at the end, it'll be more stable here. So in the end, the key is bring the club head down and then hit the ball. Consistent impact, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So again. Okay, ready, go. Swing, kick the leg, kick the leg, kick the leg. Okay, yeah. So having a bit more time here is like, when you shoot an arrow,
Yeah.
and develop tension, aim, and then finally let it go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
so
hold it
no need to rush here.
Yeah. As soon as you pull back, you want.
Yeah. So on the bow, in Olympic sports, on the bow there's something called the clicker or something. So when you pull the arrow beyond a certain point, then it will click, and then you release.
Okay.
So you wait until that moment arrives. And
What
then let it
would
go.
that like be at the backswing? Like just once you
So
get here?
for your body, good. Recentering here. And then the left leg is flexed, right?
Yeah.
So you are ready to kick the ground. So as the clicker clicks, this is the
Okay.
key. So now let's go to stage 3.
Okay.
Stage 3 with the regular stance. But particularly during the backswing, use the right leg actively, right? So throw and then bring it back. So here, at the end of the trigger motion, you should have more time here, in this transition here.
Okay.
When you rush here, you tend to rush
Okay.
at the
slow
top.
down both.
So still motion is fast enough, but and wait until the swing changes the direction, right? Yes. So the key is let it go here using this active backswing. So no need to rush. If you rush, then you will use the arms. Yes. The whole purpose of the trigger motion is going to this position, and then with that you have an active backswing. So engage your right leg more, right? So the trigger motion can be bigger or smaller, but the bottom line is you have enough time here, and then with that, the key is the active backswing. So currently the club goes about this high in the trigger motion. Keep it about this high
A
here.
little lower.
Yeah. And also, when you start the backswing, instead of wrist going like this, just to start. Feel the motion of the club head. Yes, that's better. That's better timing. So the whole idea here is during the backswing, you're moving the club head around your body.
Okay.
So instead of going like this, then you're losing the control. But so the key is still the club head motion. Yes. Yeah. So now the thing is that when you start the backswing, you're shifting first and then turning. That's the key.
Okay.
That will give you really active backswing. So using the trigger motion, shift first and then turn. Yeah. And then in the downswing, when you want to swing hard, if you want to swing hard, then you have to use your left leg and kick the ground with the left leg. Yeah. So the key is in the backswing, using the backswing motion, ultimately you have to develop good left knee bending here. And then you will be able to kick the ground with the leg and then let it go. So during the recentering motion, you will drop your body this way slightly, and then the left knee will be bending with that. Yeah. So really, it's just a matter of practicing this purposefully. And then the key component is, during the backswing, use the right leg well. Okay? So in order to use the right leg well, then you have to create the condition for that, right? Which is shifting slightly, and with that, and the push.
And that'll be a reset.
Yeah. So, okay, stage 3. Ready, stage 3, go. Okay, ready, stage 3, go. So this rhythm versus here you're using the arms here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so this is still here and they're using the arms. Naturally, when you use stage 3, then you have to shift the body away and then start the turn. Shift and then turn around. So the motion is actually a lot easier. So you don't have to, awkwardly lift your arms.
Yeah.
So when you give this shift motion, then this backswing motion becomes quite natural. So, and then let's have a bit more time at the top. Yeah. So have active backswing using the body, and give a bit more time at the top. So let's use stage 3 first, and then, yeah. Okay, so now let's go to the horizontal swing. Keep the hands slide over your belt,
Okay.
about this high here. And then, so use the stage 3. So go this way, bring it back here, flat. And then toward the end of the backswing, you are squatting, actually you're dropping your body this way. This is the recentering motion.
Okay.
With the recentering motion, the left knee is bent, right? And then by kicking the ground and then try to swing. This time just to use the arms.
Yeah.
So engage, try almost like, I think this way. The whole upper body here is the rotating unit. You are driving this rotating unit by using the legs. Okay? Instead of try to do something here, try to use the legs and try to turn the whole upper body. Again, you can drop to the left side a bit more toward the end of the backswing. Toward the end of the backswing, squat down, and then shift to left. You can go a bit more. So let's exaggerate it a little bit. So here, to this position.
So I'm up here.
Yeah. So that position is the end of the backswing, and then by kicking the ground and then let it go. And then on the way down, the hand position is a bit too high. So bring a bit lower here.
Lower.
Let's go a bit flatter here.
Am I trying to keep it like where it is, swinging through, or what am I?
Yeah. So keep it horizontal.
Okay.
So your body has to be more upright.
Okay.
Again, at the end of the trigger motion, it's too quick. So, and then as you bring the club back, you have to pay attention to the motion of the club head. So you have to have good control of the club head motion. So try to keep the downswing plane a bit flatter. Bring it down a little bit. How about bringing more closer to your body? On the way down, bring the hands a bit closer to your body.
When
Then
you want it to come down, do you want it like this?
this way, and then go more like this.
More like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So keep the hands a bit closer to your body. When with that, if you turn, then you can really activate the lower body, the left leg. Yes. kick it and swing. Yes, that path is a lot better. So what happens is on the way down, if your hands leave the body too far,
Yeah.
then it becomes an arm swing here. But if you bring it down a bit more, closer to the body, then you can really kick the ground and then turn around here. So in order to use the left leg better, you have to flatten the downswing plane a little bit.
Okay.
Okay? So keep the hands a bit closer to the body. Yes, that's a lot better plane. Bring it down a bit more. So now, let's go to the halfway between current head position and this down here. So it's about here.
Okay.
Again, in the downswing, keep the plane a bit flatter. Okay. And then use this left leg in the good pelvis turn on the way down. Yeah. And then, so when you start the trigger motion even, you have to use the left leg better. So what happens is, so push the ground and then pushing the ground with the right leg and then back swing, and then push the ground with the left swing.
Okay.
Instead of just to go here, try to do this. The initial motion that caused the trouble so that you couldn't have the active action. Don't worry about it. Just this one here. Okay, have enough time here with the left leg straightened here, and then shift it to the right and then bring it back.
Okay.
So just to have more time, the motion is too big.
Yeah, so it's got to be
The trigger can be about this high here,
Okay.
this much, but instead of quickly turning it backward, and then wait until this motion is completed. Yeah, that timing here. Okay. Again, feel the motion of the club head. And then on the way down, make sure you don't lift the arms too high up too much. Okay, then it becomes a more arm-driven swing. Okay. So stage 3 again, back to stage 3. And on the way down, try to keep the hands a bit close to your body so that you can turn left well. Again. The backswing transition was a bit quick. So image that you're holding a rope. Now let's do a swing back and forth continuously. As you swing back and forth, make sure on the way down the swing plane is a bit flatter, okay? So keeping the hands a bit close to your body. Okay, now, so with that motion, I will stay on the left side of the target. So try to throw the club head toward me. So I'm here. So try to throw the club. So even from the trigger motion, you will basically guide everything toward me. Yeah, and then yes. The hands are getting higher as you repeat. As you repeat, the hands are going higher. So make sure.
When the hands get high, that one goes out.
Yeah. So you have to keep the hands a bit close to the body and then guide the club head more toward me. Yeah. So one thing you have to avoid is keeping the right elbow too close to the body, then you have to throw it up here.
Yeah.
But if in your image, the whole swing plane is more squared or slightly toward the left side, inward, then you will have to adjust the elbow motion. And then the hands come here, swing through. In this motion, you will be able to use the left leg really well. But if you lift it up, kind of sliding, and then lifting it up. So your body bows quite a bit.
Yeah.
But actually what should happen is by kicking the ground and then throw, let it go. So that means you need to keep the downswing plane a bit flatter. That way you can use the left leg better. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. 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 So that's the plane. Stage 3. Again. Yep. Yeah, the downswing path is a lot better now. Okay, so I will record this again. Ready, stage 3, go. Okay, ready, stage 3 again, go. Yeah. So now if you look at your swing plane, go up here. So this is showing the direction of the swing plane.
Mm.
And then let's see, the hands are a bit higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're letting it go higher here, but bring it a bit closer to the body, and then make it a bit flatter. So this is the last one was a lot better in terms of the swing plane here. It's passing here.
You can kind of see the club shaft is.
Yeah. So yeah, this is it. Now let's do the stage 3 as your push-out routine, and then the regular swing. Okay. But always, in order to have a good, a smooth transition from stage 3 to your regular swing, the key is the right leg here.
Right leg.
So in the backswing, if you shift so that you can easily use the right leg, then everything becomes quite easy. But if you don't do that, then you have to lift your arms. Shift here and then turn. Shift and then turn pretty much around the right hip.
Okay.
And then turn, and then you will recenter easily because you are pushing the ground with the right leg, right?
Okay.
So stage 3, engage your right leg more in the backswing, and then you have to do the same thing in the regular swing. Yeah. So, and then give a bit more time up there so that using this right leg action, and then, so it's here, you're ready to go, and then kick the ground and let it go.
Okay.
Some of the PGA Tour players, although their backswing is slow, but they have really good body motion, and then on the way down, they use the body to drive the club. So what the key is, the bottom line is by using the lower body, you are throwing the club actively, right? So the backswing, the end of the backswing, the posture should allow you to use the body on the way down. This time the swing plane was more outward, so make sure bring it closer to your body. Yeah, that's better. And then again, have exaggerated the shift, particularly in the regular swing. So stage 3 and the regular swing. Yes. And then regular swing also, go shift away. Yes. So that motion looks a lot more comfortable to me.
Really?
Kind compared to your initial swing. So this time, let's say have a ball on the tee, and you will hit the ball. Okay. So stage 3, and then in the regular swing, try to hit the ball. But try to maintain the rhythm as much as possible. Okay? Mm-hmm. That's good. So you started the backswing with the body. At your level, if you hit the ball, 2 or 3 times, you will be able to adjust the impact. So I wouldn't worry about that. Again, stage 3 and the regular. Again, man, that sound is hard. Yeah, so sense where the ball is. Now the impact is good, but the ball is a bit low. Sense where the ball is, and then you tend to, when you practice, particularly in stage 3, in the downswing, the club head goes a bit higher than the initial position. Okay. So when you do stage 3, make sure particularly in the downswing, the club head comes back to where the ball is. Okay. Okay, approach to the ball. Okay, now, when in the regular swing, approach it to the ball, get a bit closer to the ball, maybe half an inch or an inch. Okay. Yeah. So keep the ball a bit closer to your body. So again, stage 3. And then from there, move your foot forward by an inch. Yeah. So now the ball is a bit closer to your body than usual. Okay. Yeah. So what happens is, as I observe your swing, with your regular stance and then position, you always initially the club head rests about here. And then later you try to lean a bit forward to move the club head here.
That last one was a lot better.
Yeah. But then on the way down, what happens is you tend to kind of push the ground and then lift the body. Then the club head passes here instead of going a bit more down. So if you stay a bit closer to the ball, then the impact will be better. Yeah, that's what I observed here. So again, because now you're using your legs better, that means you have to adjust the body to the ball distance. Yeah, this is it. So you can always adjust these things. So when the response is consistent, then you can make adjustment.
Okay.
Yeah, but the last 2 impacts was a lot better. Yeah. Okay, now I will record this. All right, so ready, stage 3 and the regular, go. Yeah, the impact is now a lot better. So you can engage the body more. I mean, imagine when you try to move something, if it's light, then you can just use your arms to throw something, whatever. But if it's heavy,
You gotta get closer.
then just to try to use the arms is hard. So what you will do is you will hold it and then using your body and then try to throw. So if we engage the lower body more and more, then that happens. Ready, stage 3 and the regular. Go. So now the impact is getting better and better.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of adjusting to the new pattern. Yeah. So backswing looks a lot more comfortable now. So from here, the regular swing. Yeah. It's a subtle difference, but that makes a huge difference in terms of the body rhythm. Now let's go back to the rope swing again.
Okay.
Swing the rope, and then use the legs more. Let's see. Dance. Feel the motion of the end of the rope. Swing. Yeah, so for you, the rope swing, this active rope swing, this awakens your lower body. Okay, so make sure when you start the practice, to always use the rope first, and then awaken your lower body.
Okay.
And then do different things.
Okay.
And also, this orange whip swing, because this is heavier, you have to use your body better, right? You cannot just swing it with your arms, so you have to use the body a lot better. Yeah. So that's it. So that gives you more challenge, obviously, because it's heavier, and also it's flexible, so it's a bit different from the club. But you have to time it really well. Instead of trying to dominate it, you have to work with the whip, right?
Yeah.
So that way you can control the time, and also because it's heavier, you can engage your body more, and then go to the club again, swing back and forth. Image that is actually a rope. So on the way back, wait until the rope goes around your body.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Now, remember this motion here. So if you can swing in the downswing using the body like this, then that's it.
Okay.
So when you have continuous swing, even in the stage 3, you can have this kind of motion, but then how you can achieve this in your regular swing, that's the key. So you have to be really strategic and develop a good strategy for that. So again, swing back and forth several times. It's called the stage X. Yeah, remember your body posture at the end of the backswing with this. Yeah, remember that body posture, and then how you start the downswing when you have a continuous swing motion. Then go to stage 3 and then your regular swing. And then in your regular swing, you want to have a similar rhythm. And then, in general, when you start the swing, your body is too quiet.
It is.
So, I mean, when you start the backswing, in the backswing, you use body, but before you start, your body has to move a little bit.
Move a little bit.
Yeah, but that's too still.
Okay.
And then, so for me, when he's going to start the backswing.
Yeah, it's kind of like.
So when you want to have a good initial motion here, then before that you must have something.
Okay.
So it has to give you a good rhythm so that you can easily go this way, right? So at the beginning of the backswing, actually you have to use the left leg to generate this shift motion.
Yeah, push.
So in order to use this, engage this left leg and then push like this, then right before that you have to load onto this side.
Okay.
Load onto this side and then push.
Okay. Stage 3 first? Or?
Yes. Yes. So that subtle movement that loads onto the left side, then it will help you to push and then shift it this way here.
Yeah.
So the purpose of the trigger motion is actually to have that. With this trigger motion, you are actually loading onto this
Yeah,
side.
you're going here first.
So without the trigger motion, still you can load onto this side and then start the backswing.
Okay.
So that's how you start the backswing. So backswing is not just from where the club starts moving.
Yeah.
Before that, you have subtle body motion.
Okay.
That will make it easier to shift. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wow,
That's it. So this is the strategy you need to develop.
Okay.
So in your case, first the continuous motion, this is really good. You go at this position and then let it go, let it go. Okay, this is really good. And then you reduce it to stage 3, right? And then from there, when you go to your regular swing, how to start the backswing
Yeah.
with a subtle body motion.
Yeah, it was a little bit going
Yeah. And then without it, if you try to swing again and again, then you go to the old swing.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have this good body motion here at the beginning, then you tend to just lift up and then try to hit the ball, right? And then you start limiting the shift motion.
Yeah.
So in order to have a good shift, then you have to use the left leg before you start the backswing.
Okay.
Again, continuous swing, so stage X, stage 3. Oh, look at that. Yeah, and then stage 3. And then regular swing. I think you can move a bit more, but so this is your homework.
Okay.
You have to find a way to have more active start here.
Yeah.
So the general strategy can be turn the body, turn the pelvis and then go, or just a shift and then go, or just to try to lift the right heel. In order to lift the right heel, you have to shift this way, right? And then dropping and then let it go. It's not just lifting this. So if you still have the same amount of force here, and then if you lift, this doesn't do anything.
Okay.
In order to lift, you actually have to put more force on this side, and then drop and then let it go. But you can do more. Yeah, you can shift the force to the left more. Yeah, then naturally it will be easier. When you unload this side, okay, by loading more on this side, by unloading this side, Now you can load onto this side in the backswing.
Okay.
So in order to use the legs really well, you have to first unload that side and then push.
Okay.
Yeah, so now stage X, stage 3, and then regular. Yeah, and then stage 3. And then regular swing. Remember, similar body rhythm. So yeah, so in reality, as long as you let your body move, then it should be fairly similar here. Swing, swing, swing this motion, and then swing, and then swing.
Yeah. Okay.
The same thing.
Okay.
Or what you can do is you can internally count. So let's say 1, 2, 3. At 3, you start the backswing.
Okay.
Okay. So 1 is just the preparing, so warning you that you start the backswing. 2, you have subtle motion, and 3, backswing. Yeah. And or when you count, you can have a little bit of up and down motion here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. So 1 is a push, and then going down is 1. 1, 2, 3. So 1 just to go down, 2 push and then go this side, and then 3 push and go this side. So it's like this: 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
So by just using the body, it looks like this: 1, 2, this motion here. So using the body, yeah, and then at the beginning of the backswing, so at 3, when you start backswing, you keep enough shift. So by using the left leg, you generate this shift, and then activate the right leg. Yeah, the key is how well you can generate the shift motion at the beginning. So again, stage X, stage 3, and the regular. Very good. If you look at your stage X, the swing is really well organized. It's not excessive motion.
Yeah.
You have a full control, okay, over your stage X. This is really good. So always use this stage X as often as possible.
Okay.
And then reduce it to a 1 cycle, which is stage 3.
Yeah.
And then from stage 3 to your regular swing. Yeah, you need to practice that strategy. Yes. So you have to practice this a lot and then make it yours completely.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, if you look at your stage, particularly your stage X, man, this is really good. And then go from there and then gradually develop a good transition or migration strategy.
Okay.
Okay, let me record the whole thing.
Stage X first.
Yeah, so ready, stage X, stage 3, and the regular. Go. And then stage 3. And then regular. So this time without stage X. you are tired now. So, ready, stage 3 and regular, go. Yes. So the whole purpose of the subtle trigger motion is to give you the shift motion. When you have this good shift motion, then everything follows quite naturally. The down the line view. Now, show me your stance. So here, so your pelvis is shifted this side. So instead of just stand in the middle here, and then load onto this side slightly, and then go. This is easier.
Okay.
But in your case, the pelvis is slightly shifted this way here.
Yeah.
And then
So it's
try to do this, and then try to go. It's a bit difficult.
Okay.
Because when you want to have a good shift, what should happen is the right hip has to move over right foot, and then turn around like this, and then recenter here. But your pelvis is not going enough because from the beginning you are in this position here.
Mars. Okay.
So
This is what I am right now.
more neutral position. Start from neutral position, and then load onto this side, and then shift. Yeah. So still what happens is you go here, and then when you push this here,
Yeah.
you're not quite loading onto this side enough.
Okay.
So almost like a lower to the right and then push. Yeah. Yeah, that was better. So when you start shifting this way, you can drop this side a little bit.
Okay.
Drop and then push is easier.
Okay.
When you keep it high here, you don't drop, then you tend to, the right hip tends to move backward. You can limit this, but if you drop this a little bit and then push, then it has to be here,
Okay.
right? So with the stage 3, when you practice stage 3, as you start the backswing, shift it that way, and then go slightly down and then push. Then now your regular swing, the same thing. As you shift, drop the body slightly, and then stand on the right side. That's easier to start the backswing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in order to activate the right leg more, then in order to push the ground with the right leg, then you must bend the knee before that. So when you start the backswing, drop this slightly, and then push, then it'll be easier. And then in this case, your right hip is really over the right foot here. But if you just try to go here, it's hard to
Yeah.
shift.
No, yeah.
So yeah, so slightly drop the right side and then start the backswing. Yes. Yeah. So nothing just happens out of nothing. So you have to practice that.
Okay.
So with the drill, stage 3, even the stage X, the same thing. But as you swing back and forth, drop and swing, and drop and swing, drop and swing. Remember we did it on the rocking board, right? So always before you turn, you have to have a good shift. In order to promote this good shift, you drop on that side. Okay. Drop and then push. Then automatically you're already shifted here. And then with this push, you have a recentering motion. With that, you have the left side bent here, and then push and go here. Push, 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 push like that.
Okay.
So when you practice this with the stage X, then in the stage 3, you can do the same thing. Ooh, drop here and then right? And then even downswing, you drop this side and then kick. So when you do this well in the backswing, then you will also be able to do this well in the downswing.
Okay.
Always it happens
Yeah.
like
Okay.
that. Yeah. And then in the regular swing, you can also do the same thing. So in the drill, you have to really drop the body and then push. Then in the normal swing, you can also do the same thing. Yes, you see, when you use it's a lot easier. Yes. That stage 3, just right before this, that was really good.
Yeah, that one felt good.
Yeah. So after the trigger motion here, when you drop this side, you have both done here. Shift and then lowering here. And with this, you'll be able to push, right?
Yeah.
So always the key is in the backswing, how well you can engage your right leg. That makes the pattern completely different, whether it's upper body driven backswing or lower body driven backswing. Oh, that looks beautiful. Yes. So always the key is this, and then it's as simple as this, just dropping a little bit and then push, but oftentimes people struggle with this.
It can get messed up.
Yeah, but in your case, this is really good. So again, the last one, stage X, emphasize the knee action, and then stage 3 and the regular. Put a ball. Yeah, you are the one who is doing the swing, so you have to use whatever you have in your body, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's okay, because now your right leg action is a bit different. So when you have active leg action, initially you can have thin shots because you're pushing the ground more actively. Then you can quickly adjust the distance. So. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is it. So it's really important to use the missiles and cannons you have. But you have all these heavy artilleries, but you try to win a war with the rifles only. That doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't work.
Yeah. So you have to really take a full advantage of your body.
Okay.
So
then really in stage 3, feeling it drop.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this will actually give you also good time here because this pushing action will naturally have more time. But if the body just have a horizontal motion here, then you can rush. But when you have good vertical rhythm, it's hard to rush. So everything is the timing is driven by the leg actions. Yeah.
Okay.
And then always the simple truth is, when you engage the left leg good in the trigger motion, then you will be able to engage the right leg good in the backswing. Then you can engage your left leg good in the downswing. Yeah. And when you have a good time here, then you will have a good time there. When you use the arms in the backswing, then you use the arms in the downswing.
Yeah.
So when you use the wrist early, then you use wrist early, and you have casting motion.
Yeah. So in the trigger motion, I have to make sure I keep my wrist.
Yeah. So really, what you do before the main motion,
matters.
so what you do in the trigger and in the backswing that determines how you will do the downswing.
Okay,
So, yeah, that's good.
awesome.
All right.